Hello all, welcome to Clear Technologies and welcome to our Agile course. And in this video, we will be discussing about Agile principles. So far we have discussed a few things about Agile and background of Agile, Waterfall model and everything in our previous videos. So if you missed those videos, I highly recommend you to watch those videos first, then come to this video so that it will be very easy for you to follow the flow and understand little more better. Okay. Right, so let's get into the topic of this video. Today in this video we will be discussing about Agile principles. Before that, if you are visiting our channel for the first time, please do subscribe and share our videos, like our videos if you like this explanation videos and all. And if you have any doubts, please comment out below in the comment section of this video. We will be happy to help you. So coming to Agile principles, and in our previous video, as we discussed Agile mindset is all about 4 values, 12 principles and practices. This we have discussed in detail already in our previous video. And we have already discussed about 4 values. Now we will be discussing about this Agile principles. We have overall 12 principles in Agile. While working in this Agile environment, we should keep all these principles and values in our mind so that we will be working perfectly in this Agile environment. Right? So, and most of these Agile principles are self-explanatory. Once you read these principles, it will be easy for you to understand. But let me try to help you to elaborate little more on these principles if you are new to this Agile environment. Okay, so let's go through one by one. So our first principle is, Agile principles, first principle is, our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. So here you need to keep in mind that it is a valuable software. We should not deliver something or some code or some half build code or something like that. That code should be valuable. That software which we are going to release in the every iteration should be valuable to the customer. Then only the customer will be satisfied. Because we have already seen in waterfall model, main problem is the customer satisfaction. So by end of the project, customer may or may not be satisfied. But advantage of this Agile, we have already discussed, right? Customer will be maximum satisfied because we will be involving customer in each and every sprint. Each and every sprint. At the end of the sprint, we will be involving customer to get him feedback and all. Right. So highest priority is to satisfy the customer. That is the main goal of Agile ultimately. Through what? How? So early and continuous delivery of valuable software. Early release means even in first sprint also and end of the first sprint also we will be delivering potentially shippable increment, right? And continuously then upcoming sprints also we are going to deliver working software that should be added value to the customer. Right. So second thing, welcome changing requirements even late in the development. Agile processes harness change the customer's competitive advantage. Right. So this is also we aware of it already. So welcome changing requirements even late in development. Okay, so we will be in Agile project we are always ready to accept the changes because even one sprint to another sprint is most probably not dependent on previous sprint. So we will be releasing few features in one sprint, another features in another sprint, like that we can plan. So if any change, once we provide the demo to the customer, if customer send any says any feedback or if he need any modifications or if he need any more addition to the existing features, those changes are welcome. Like we are going to implement those changes and we will be accepting those changes in we will be implementing those changes in the upcoming sprints so that customer will be fully satisfied by end of the sprint or end of the project. So that is the another principle. We should be ready welcoming the changes at any time. Even in the late development also we should be in a case to ready to accept any changes. Then delivering working software frequently from a couple of weeks to couple of months with a preference to the shorter time scale. So this couple of weeks, couple of months, maybe currently you are not that much aware of these things because sprint cycle we will be discussing in our upcoming videos. What is a sprint time box, what is a sprint cycle and all. So to give you overview, a sprint should be it should be at least 1 month. 1 month is a maximum. Every sprint should be maximum 1 month, minimum 2 weeks. So we can plan a sprint in such a way 2 weeks, 3 weeks or 4 weeks. That means 1 month. So even duration of this weeks and these sprints, we will be delivering working software frequently from couple of weeks to couple of months, like that. It depends on your sprint cycle. If your sprint is 1 month, every month or by end of the every month, we are going to deliver working software. If your sprint is a 2 week cycle, then by end of every 2 weeks, we will be releasing some working software, like that. That is also one principle. Then business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. This is also main thing of agile principles, right? So business people means like product owner, business analyst, stakeholders, customer, wherever required, and developers must work together daily throughout the project. See, what is the disadvantage of waterfall model is that this is the main communication gap. So we are involving customer, or we are discussing with stakeholders, everyone at the initial days of the project only, mostly. So in entire project development, there is no scope for the customer or stakeholders to discuss with the developers and to be on same page. That is the disadvantages of waterfall model. So Agile will overcome that disadvantage. So business people and developers must work together, because we have a couple of Scrum events. We have a couple of Scrum events. We will be discussing this in detail in our upcoming sessions, like sprint planning meeting, sprint review meeting, daily Scrum, like that. So on daily basis, we should be in touch with, developers should be in touch with business people, and business people will be in touch with the developers. It is a kind of, that is why scrum master is there. So we will be discussing roles later, that then you will be easily understand. So we should work together daily throughout the project, not in the sprint. Throughout the project, everyone should work together. So that is the main motto of this principle. Then build projects around motivated individuals, give them the environment and support they need, and trust them to get the job done. This is again here Scrum Master come into picture. Scrum Master will facilitate all these things to provide the specific environment and support for the developers, and everyone in the team, like product owner and customers, should trust the developers, right? Only then the developers or the team will be work efficiently. So the most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is a face-to-face conversation. This is also it will save some time by if you follow this principle. Like sending couple of mails, multiple mails daily on for any detail if you required. Instead of sending multiple mails and all, you can set up a call. You can do face-to-face conversation, which will be very effective and efficient to get the information, to get the job done, and to save some time. So that is also one more principle. I think this is self-explanatory, so I don't want to discuss much more about it. Right? So working software is the primary measure of the progress. That is also, it is one of the value which we have already discussed, like this working software over comprehensive documentation. We'll give preference to working software. That is what this principle meant was. Working software is the primary measure of progress. If you done lot of documentation, if you done lot of conversations, lot of meetings and everything, that will not measure under progress, right? Because with use of those documents and all, customer will not use any software. So that is why working software is the primary measure. Whenever you release some valuable working software, then only we will be measuring that, okay, this project is progressing like this, these many features we have already built, like that. Instead of documentation, we should be always focused on working software to be delivered very frequently. And agile processes promote sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. So, Agile always promotes sustainable and stabilized development environment to help developers and entire team. Then, continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. Right, so this means like if you can, yeah, even let's say for example, one tool is released one version today. In sprint, we are in first sprint we are using one version of the tool, and maybe some advanced technique or advanced tool is released in the upcoming days. We are ready to use these advanced techniques, advanced technologies and skills or tools in our upcoming sprints as well. We should be always continuously attention to the technical excellence to improve our quality, to improve our daily software quality, or to improve our process. We should be always welcoming or ready to apply any new technical excellence which is released related to our project. So we should keep this point also in our mind to improve our quality of work. Then simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done, is essential. So this is little bit confused of a point, but I can say in simple way, like work should be transparent. The work which we are going to do, like developers, product owners, scrum master, we'll be seeing all these roles in our upcoming videos, so that it will be easy for you to understand by that time. But now, as of now, just remember the work which we have done in our any sprint or any cycle should be transparent to one another. It should be transparent, and we will be able to inspect that, and we will be able to adapt the changes like that. These three are also the main important things in Agile. We will be seeing in our upcoming videos. Then the best architectures, requirements, designs emerge from self-organizing teams. So this is also main point. In kind of agile environment, we will be not having multiple roles or multiple authority roles, something like that. Like you will not have any team leads or project managers who will take the requirements from the client. You, and as a developer, let's say for example, if you have 5 developers, there will be no team lead, there will be no project manager who can assign the work to you. No, that is not the case here. There is no further hierarchy apart from the Scrum team, which we are going to see in our next videos. So, all the developers or all the team in the Scrum should be self-organized, means and cross-skilling as well. So, they can able to select the user stories from the sprint, which work they can tell. No one will assign the task to the developers. They are self-organizing. So, we will be seeing this in our Scrum team.